and we're going to talk about one of probably the most asked about questions or topics, which is real estate. What is it to, the cost to buy, cost to rent, affordability, and the styles of property. So, Steve, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome, Laticia. Nice to be here.
It was really nice chatting offline as well about that beautiful painting behind you that your wife did. It's very
Yes.
striking and very beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Very talented.
She is. Look, Steve, thank you. I just wanted, as I said in the introduction, we do get asked a lot about housing, and I guess probably more so than ever at the moment with the pressures of lifestyle livability, affordability of houses in the city areas. People are very keen to understand more about the real estate market in the country areas. What I might do is initially just paint a picture for people.
Certainly.
Wentworth Shire. Let me bring up the map. Sorry. Wentworth Shire is about 5.5 hours, 5, 6, depending where you're coming from in Melbourne, northwest, just near Mildura. Most people know where Mildura is. And if they keep going just 30 minutes up the road, they're going to hit Wentworth, which is a beautiful little town. I was actually there last week filming for Country Change. So in your words, actually, Steve, how would you describe Wentworth Shire from a landscape perspective for someone who's never been there?
Well, we've always sort of talked as Wentworth as the gateway to the outback. It's on the junction of two of the best rivers in Australia, or the biggest rivers, the Darling and the Murray, and that's where the Wentworth township is built on. It's beautiful prime farming country. We have a lot of horticulture, viticulture, dryland farming, and of course grazing. So it's a pretty diverse area. The weather's pretty good. It's hot in summer and cold in winter, but it's you soon adjust to it. But the whole Shire has a lot to offer.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. I'll bring up some Google images when we were there last week. This photo is probably a really good shot. You've got
Yes.
two river systems where they actually merge the confluent. And it's really, really interesting to see that, because I was told that often they're two different colors, sort of one's a bit more brown, one's a bit more blue.
They certainly are, and that will come to true soon when the flood waters come down again from Queensland and top end of New South Wales. It's very distinct. It's great to see. Have one of those photos there show it actually. So yeah.
Yeah. And historically, obviously, with such an amazing river system, very, very I can't remember what one of the locals described it. It was Australia's biggest inland port.
True, yes, it certainly was. Yeah, it used to carry a lot of cargo, a lot of wool from all the stations up the Darling. It was the inland port, Wentworth, the original one. So a lot of history there.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that is a lot of beauty as well. So, Steve, tell me about the housing there, because I think one of the things that people often, I guess maybe it's a preconceived idea, is that if they move to the country, they've got to live on a big block. Tell me about the styles of property people can buy across Wentworth Shire.
In Wentworth itself, I'll start with there. Being the older part of the town, you have your average 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom, good home, solid home, probably on a quarter-acre block, which is about 1,200 square metres. Most of them have rear lane access, just good quality homes, very affordable. They've just really escalated in the last 5 years. I think the median price has gone up nearly 60% from 5 years ago. So 5 years ago, you could buy a lovely 3-bedroom home in Wentworth for about $175,000, which is pretty remarkable. But the average price, or the mean price now, is about $320,000. So it's definitely going up. The river has a lot to do with it. Prices will vary from the river. That one you're looking at now, that's on the river. It's a beauty. Went to auction last Friday, got passed in, but something like that, that's on 2,700 square metres, I think, or 2,047 square metres.
Yep.
We've got that price to sell at $480,000 now, and pretty good buying. and people just want the river. And you'll pay a premium price for the river because, as we always say, they're not making any more river.
No, no. And in terms of rentals, what's that like from a cost perspective, but also availability? Because that's one of the issues that we are seeing across the
Certainly,
country.
yes, yeah. Availability is becoming very, very tough. It's really hard. We don't have enough rentals. We've got a huge criteria of people wanting rentals, whether it's units or homes, but they're just not available. And people are struggling. The prices are going through the roof. I think the average now is about 320, which probably for people in the city doesn't sound a lot, but compared to 4 or 5 years ago when you could probably pick up a nice place for $180 to $200 a week. So everything's going up. It's a shame, and the affordability is, yeah, it's just really crippling. And just seems the banks aren't helping young people out like they used to. They seem to have more behind them. And at the end of the day, if you can obtain a loan, you're probably going to pay less off a mortgage than you would paying rent. So yeah,
We hear
it's
that
a
a
tough
lot.
one.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear that a lot where actually someone I interviewed for the recent article for Country Change said exactly that. She was living in Wollongong and to get her foot in the door there, it was never going to happen. So
yeah.
relocating to the Riverina and Murray areas just allowed her to get a really great house. And we're seeing like this one's a fairly new build as well.
That yes,
$570,000 in the city is not, you're lucky to get a studio apartment.
yeah,
Lucky.
and that is an absolute beautiful home, right near the river, right near the town. The shed's decked out. It's got a shower and toilet out there. It's absolute ripper. Yeah, lovely, lovely home and quality built.
Mm.
It's probably about 12 years old for that sort of money. So yeah, very,
Yeah.
very well done. Yeah,
And it's amazing. Oh, this one looks great
yeah.
too.
It's up on that's a river property, and the prices do
Yeah.
escalate naturally once you're on the river, because in New South a lot of the places here own right into the river, so yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, absolutely. For people interested in making a move to the region, whether they're looking to buy or rent, what kind of advice would you offer, given that stock is a little bit lower? But obviously, we're seeing that there is stock availability. Do people need to contact you to get on a list? What would you recommend?
I think to start with, do a lot of homework. Yourrealestate.com is probably the best place to look. It just gives you an idea of what the market's doing and where it's going. But by all means, contact a local real estate agent, tell them what you're looking for. They'll put you in their database, and hopefully, if something comes up at the right price and the right criteria, they'll all get straight onto you and let you know. But it's yeah, and a lot of the things prices are with most real estate, it comes back to the 3 Ps of real estate. It's price, position, and presentation. If you've got all that right and you're selling, you're going to have, a pretty easy job. But if you're looking, you have to be sort of ready to go, because if it's a good place, they don't last long. People are ready, and a lot of investors are buying.
Yeah.
I think they're sick of managed funds. They want to take control of their own super and things. They're buying a reasonable good house like that one you just saw for $570,000 and getting a great return off it as a rental. Yeah, so yeah,
Just out of curiosity, how much would one like that actually rent out for?
that one I think we've got local ambulance offices in there at $650 a week.
Wow. Okay,
So,
so that's over
which
10.
is, but it's a quality home, that one. So, but like I said, on average, probably 320 to 340 will get you a nice 3 bedroom home in Wentworth if one's available.
Yeah, absolutely. So, one of the things that we definitely say to people is go and visit, get a feel for the place.
Definitely.
And there's so many beautiful things to do and see. What are some of your favorite things as a local?
As a local, I'm into water skiing. I used to be. I'm a bit old now. So, but the family, the old saying is a family that skis together stays together. I've got 5 children. They've got grandchildren now. I've got 7 grandchildren. We live so close to the river, so we utilise it. We've got a really good mix of friends that we camp on the river. The river is just, yeah, it's a big plus. Whether it's summertime when it's stinking hot, or we're coming up to Easter now and we love our Easter camp. And yeah, a big group of us go camping at Easter, and it's beautiful. Yeah, it's really really good. The weather's fantastic. This time of year is awesome. I like the heat, but yeah, this time of year is lovely.
I think you've got four distinct seasons, which people generally really like. And
True.
you've got the Perry Sand Hills as well, which is just I think a bit of a local phenomenon that people really enjoy going to. Um, some paddle steamers often
Yes.
pull up, and when I was there last week, there was a big competition, so there was loads of boats in the water.
Yes.
Really cool to see, and you've also got a number of towns and villages around it. Wentworth itself. Um, uh, Barunga, sorry if I said that wrong.
Yeah, Baronga, Darton, Golgol, Pooncarie. They're Golgol and Pooncarie, Golgol and Baronga, sorry, they're the new really going ahead sort of places. They're close to Mildura. They're just across the river. A lot of new estates going in there, a lot of land made available, a lot of brand new homes. The schools are good. The living is good, and a lot of people are coming out of Victoria simply because they're not happy with the government, and they're jumping across the border into New South Wales, and finding the benefits of that too. So
I am hearing
um,
that a lot too
yes,
from Melbourneian friends. Um,
yes,
and look, if the site that we're looking at right now is our country change site, countrychange.com.au. If you
yep,
head up to the Our Places section, you can see all of the LGAs, but jump on Wentworth Shire, you'll be able to access this information to refer back to. And it is really a great place to access further info around accessibility industries. Like there was such a diversity of industries. You've got mining, you've got agriculture, obviously retail, hospitality. I know there's a big push to get more tourism um, destinations and events and things like that. So it's going to only
yes.
grow and thrive. I think you've got a very dedicated council in that regard.
Oh, hats off to the council, and just in the last few years, we've seen the upgrade of the Wentworth Airport. Up to the tune of about 9.5 million. It's incredible. We get a lot of people. We had a fly-in the other week. It was a great success. Our caravan park at Wentworth has just been fully refurbished. It's got people back in there after a 2-year hiatus because it just needed to be done. We've got Golgol and the riverfront beautification along there. Baronga, it's same again. It's really stepping up. Then we've got other things like the Festival of Lights. It's going to be a light show out the
Yeah,
back of Perry Sandhills that's coming, which is going to be huge.
that's
One's just kicked
so.
off in Mildura. Yeah, yeah. So it's going to be amazing, a real tourist attraction. And like I said, Wentworth seems to be the gateway to the outback because it's 225 kilometres to Broken Hill, and that's straight north of us. And we find that out, especially when the Monday Bash is on, and the people that come through town's amazing. So, yeah, it's a great place to see.
Yeah, that's the fiber optic symphonic orchestra or
That's
Ozo.
the one there. Yes, yeah, FOSO. Yeah, that's going to be
Um,
huge.
yeah,
Bruce Munro, I think. Yeah, they've acquired the land out the back of Perry Sandal, so it'll be an absolute feature, a coup for the whole shire, for the whole area, really, Sunraysia.
yeah, and look, amazing produce. You've got everything from vineyards and table grapes right through to I think I even saw some cotton and obviously sheep and cattle and all sorts of things. But
That's correct. Yeah, we've even hemp. They've got hemp farms around now, legal ones, of course, and yeah, just a real diverse. And the mining, it'll come to town. It's been in town. It's created a lot of employment for a lot of local people who have done really well out of it. There's new mineral sands mines going to start probably within about 18 months, which will be great for the town. And just yeah, really really good. And the new civic centre, I've got the Wentworth New Civic Centre. It's amazing.
I
It's
was in that the other day
yes,
and it was absolutely beautiful. It was I don't quote me from memory. It was a few $1 million that they've just opened recently, and it's got this
yes,
spectacular display showcasing everything about the region from its Indigenous heritage, agricultural
correct.
heritage, but also what's coming up. I'll see if I can pull up the
Yeah, it's a real credit to the credit the Shire. It was the old Wentworth Services Club, which was going to virtually sit there because it closed. And anyhow, there was some foresight there, and it was bought, and everything was moved to there. And it's a real coup. It's fantastic. It's money well spent.
And there's not many photos on the site, but they've got these beautiful interactive displays, and it is very well thought out, and there's lots and lots of very smart people in there who can point you in the right direction of not only where to stay and play, but also, if you do have questions about buying, building, developing a business, bringing any form of infrastructure. You've got council also on the Country Change website. You can reach out to Lexi, whose contact details are on there, for more information on, bringing a business, finding the gaps in the market, and really looking at that opportunity. There's some beautiful restaurants and places to get married out there too. Hint, hint.
It certainly is.
Steve, thank you so much for your time. Was there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'd just like to thank you for having me on, and hopefully I've planted the seed in somebody's mind to come and live in Wentworth. It's a great place. I came here for a holiday 45 years ago, I think, and I was shearing up north and came for a holiday. My brother was school teacher, and I came down and met my dear wife who does the paintings, and that's history. Still here.
Hear that story a lot. So it's beautiful. So like I said, guys, find out more information about Wentworth Shire on the Country Change website. Head to realestate.com, look up the Wentworth and District real estate offerings. Hey, give Steve a call. I'm sure he can give you a tour. All right. Thank you so much for your time, Steve.
Fantastic. Thanks so much.